Hello and welcome to the class. Are you ready for a bit of core control today? So we're going to be conscious of that and start off lying down on your mat with the soles of your feet on your mat. Make sure your shoulders are down, your head is centered, let the arms come a little way away from your body and your feet firmly planted on the earth. Make sure your chin hasn't lifted. And just be conscious of your breath. And be conscious of your exhalation, cleansing, and your inhalation, purifying. Exhalation, cleansing, inhalation, purifying. Attention to how your breath feels. Is it smooth? And can you let go in the tummy area? So you might find you want to move your feet perhaps a little bit away from you, and that releases it a little bit. If the heels are too close in, then the back starts to arch, doesn't it? And then the tummy comes up. So it needs to be comfortable for your back and your tummy. But just a little bit further away I think can help quite a lot. And the feet facing forwards. Be aware of the soles of your feet. And how you can feel each toe on the mat. The outsides of your feet a little bit better than the inside where the instep is, of course, and otherwise equal on your heels. And then come back to totally letting go, relaxing your tummy muscles. Being aware of your breath again. Feeling smooth and even. Not doing anything with it. Hear any sounds of the breath? Can you be aware of where it's going, coming and going in the body? Now making the breath a little bit deeper. And as you breathe out, pressing your tummy down a little bit, down towards your spine. Breathe in and just release. Expand the rib cage, keep the shoulders, chin down. And as you exhale now, pressing down, lower abdomen, and just below the navel. And if you press your feet down a little bit, and the tummy goes down even more. And once more breathing in, letting go of the tummy. And breathing out, pressing it down, making the out breath a little bit longer still, pressing with the feet. And then imagine your feet are stuck to the mat and you're trying to push them forwards. And this works the lower abdomen a little bit more. And then release. And then relax. Tummy again. Normal breathing. Start to walk your feet in. Over to the right side. And come up to sitting on your block with your legs crossed. Sitting up and lengthening the spine. Lift the chest. Keep the chin parallel to the ground. Lift the crown of the head. If you just hold the knees lightly, that will help your tummy to work a little bit more and support the back. Bringing the elbows out a little. Maybe that helps you. Breathe in and lengthen. Breathing out, we're going to do a twist. So bring the left hand on the outside of the right knee. Bring the right arm behind you. Can you reach the corner of the far corner of the block? Breathe in and lift. And breathe out and turn. Make sure that back shoulder's not coming up. And you keep them even. And the turn is from the tummy. And the chest, head might go around a little bit without forcing it, and then carefully come out, breathe in and lift, lengthen first, breathing out, turn the other way, the right hand around the left knee, bring the left hand on the outer corner of the block, breathe in, lift the spine, and breathe out, turn. Now make sure not lifting the back shoulder or the front one. Breathe in, breathing out, turning from the tummy and the ribs and the chest. And carefully, you might turn the neck a little bit, looking behind you, don't lift it. And release, and breathe in, stretch up again, lengthen, and down. And then we'll do a couple of sun salutes next. So, if you want to do the cat, you can do that. And standing on the front of your mat, hands in Namaste. And getting a bit warm already. Let's take it off. Turn the heating down. Okay, are we ready? Good. Hands in Namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back, breathing out, fingers in line with toes left down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back, knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Smoothly into cobra, down into dog. Breathe in, step forward with the right, breathe out left. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into Namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with the feet. Bring the left foot back. Look up. Retain the breath into plank. Tummy working. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, down into dog. Breathe in, forward with the left. Breathe out right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste, excuse me. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back, knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, down into dog. Breathe in, big step forward right. Breathe out left. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. One more, up and back a little bit more, breathing in, breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head. Breathe in, bring the left foot back, knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Smoothly into cobra, down into dog. Breathe in, big step forward left. Breathe out right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Now, a good Tadasana. So remember your core now. In the middle, you can stretch the legs, arms down. Lift the crown of the head. Standing nicely. Standing with ease. Because you're even on your feet. Your ears are lined up with your shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. You can stand there for a long time, very comfortably. How nice it feels to be even. Okay, so we're going to do something with the cat movement. So coming to all fours. You need space behind you because you're going to bring the legs up behind you in a minute. Okay, so hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And just do one normal cat movement now. So breathe in and look forward. Breathing out, pull the tummy in. Tuck your tail under. Have a look at your tail. And once more, breathe in. Look up. So the bottom's up now. The waist is down. And as you breathe out, tuck the tummy in, tuck the tail in. Okay. Now you're going to bend the right knee in and look at the knee, and then on an out breath stretch the back leg back. So bend in again, breathing in, breathing out, and again, and lengthen, and one more. And lengthen, and then we're going to do the other side. This is a nice stretch for the tummy work. So bend the left one knee in, forehead to knee, knee to forehead, and stretch the leg back. Breathe in, and out. Extend, stretch, in, and out, and stretch. And one more, breathe in, breathing out, have a stretch. And then sitting on your heels. You need to get a couple of blocks now. I'm going to put my hands on the blocks to do dog pose now. You can put them that way. Shoulders. Now, have the heel of the hand just on the front of the blocks, and spread the fingers and move the knees back now under the hips. A bit more. Tuck the toes under. Breathe in. As you breathe out, really suck the tummy in and lift as high as you can. And I think the block with that on the hands really helps to get that height. Lifts you up already, doesn't it? And are you on your tiptoes? Are you on the really as much? And so it's bending those toes, which is a help, isn't it? can give you a bit of cramp, and then stretch the heels back. Make sure that you're secure on the blocks on your hands. Breathe in, breathing out. Suck the tummy in as you go back. Now, if your blocks are secure, you can take the fingers off the blocks. And imagine that your hips are as high as you can. And you keep those fingers stretched. If it hurts your wrist, obviously bring them down. And release. Once more. So, breathe in. Breathing out. Suck the tummy in. Lift, lift, lift. How high? Breathe. On the next out breath, keep the tummy up there, the hips up there, and try and bring the heels down as much as you can. The feet should be facing forwards. Have a look while you're down there. You should not see your inner heel. And you might want to lift the fingers a little bit more if it's comfortable for your wrists only. And the tummy, is it working? Move all the weight back. And release. It gets quite a bit of work on the arms doing it that way, doesn't it? Now I'm going to do a wide leg child with a bit of a twist. So into child pose with the wide legs. Really wide legs. Okay, toes together, wide leg. Just first of all come forward into child. You can bring the tip of your forehead down at the arms stretched. Okay. Let's start to come back a little bit. And then start to bring the left hand underneath the right and stretch it forward. So it's stretched forward in line with the short end of the mat here. Then you could bring this left shoulder down and your head down comfortably, and bring the right arm behind your waist, and you might even reach your thigh. Breathe. And then come up, so bring this right hand down, then the left hand down. Bring the right one through now, as far as you can. Bring it forward, bring the shoulder down, so the ear down. So there's a twist on the tummy here. So you might want to move the flesh over to the left a bit more, and then this left arm goes round and you might reach your thigh. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. And then coming up, so push down with the right, left hand, come up, and can we come to a little squat from there? Okay, let's see about now. Come to the front of your mat just in case you fall back, on the middle of the mat in case you can fall forward or back. So we're going to do a little squat. The feet a little bit, not quite together. See where your feet are comfortable. Now, in order to balance here, it's going to be a bit of tummy work, isn't it? So you can have a block either side if you've got blocks. Can you start to lengthen up a little bit? Maybe, yeah. It's good for the feet as well, isn't it? Okay, and release. Normal child now, just knees apart a little bit, arms back behind you, forehead down.
20 minutes.
Up. And now just a little bit of plank. So again, onto all fours, an elbow plank. Stretching the feet back, the heels back, bit apart. Now, is the tummy lifting without lifting the hips and everything up? Breathe. Now spread those fingers now, and the elbows under your shoulders more or less. Are you not saggy in the tummy or the thighs? Hopefully, is the bottom under control? You can have a little squeeze, and a high plank now. Unless it's uncomfortable for your wrist, then you can do the full one again. So the shoulders are over the wrist, yeah. And again, nice strong legs, tummy working. Squeeze the bottom a little bit. The head in line. Into a quick chaturanga if you can. Breathe and down. And back to child. Release. Come up. Come back to standing. Tadasana. Good Tadasana, and then we're going to go into forward bend. Now we're going to go in with the knees bent. Okay. Let's start off with the chair pose. Get a block and feet together. Stretch the block up. Now, as soon as I stretch this block up, I can really feel the tummy muscles working, and I find the block really helps me lift. Careful not to bring the shoulders up by the ears though. Bring the block back. Okay, we're going to breathe in, breathing out, and make sure the feet and the legs are together. Breathe in. Breathing out, just drop the tailbone, but keep the body up. Breathe, hold. Breathe in and come up. Bring the block behind you, so the block ends up pushing your shoulder blades forward, and bring the elbows back and out slightly. Okay. And that again, you might find you're working the abdomen quite a bit. Okay, stretch the block up again, and once more feet and legs together. Breathe in, breathing out, drop the tailbone. Try and keep the body up as much as you can. Breathe. Smile. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out, bring the block back again. And then you can drop down. So I'm going to do the forward bend. We're starting off with knees bent. So bend the knees, tummy in, and breathing in, breathing out, and just go down. Now there's no gap now between the tummy and the thighs. Now see how much you can straighten the legs, keeping them, the tummy and the thighs together. Breathe in, breathing out, start to lift the bottom, straighten the legs. Is there still contact there? Now you can straighten as much as you like, as long as it's comfortable. If it becomes too uncomfortable, then you've gone too far. It's quite a stretch on the backs of the legs. You can bring your hands a little bit forward if you want and release the elbows. The bottom shouldn't have gone back, it should still be a bit forward. But only straighten as much as there's a little bit of contact still there. Drop the head. The weight of the head may help you, especially if you've got lots of brains. Breathing in, breathing out. So the legs do not have to be entirely straight, but as straight as you can, keeping some contact. Okay, to come up, move the hands a little bit forward, bend the knees, hands on your hips, and come up from there using the tummy. Release. Right, we're going to do Trikonasana and then going into Parsvakonasana. Okay. So, nice and wide with the legs. Turning left in and one out. Make sure heels and instep in line here. Arms dynamic, shoulders down, tummy working. Breathe in, breathing out, move the hips to the left, stretch the right arm, bring it down, and the other arm up. Turn to your front. Breathe. Now, bring the left arm behind, hand behind your waist, bend the right knee. Make sure the knee is in line with the heel. Turn away again, bring the shoulder back. Now, bring this top arm up and over, and bring the other arm over. Make sure your knee hasn't gone out of line. Breathe, breathe, then come up, arms out, move the other way for Trikonasana. Have a look, adjust the feet, just a little bit in with the right, turn that with the left, look into your front, into Trikonasana, breathe in, stretch the left side, breathe out, bring both hips to the right, bring the arm, left arm down, right arm up, chest forward. Okay, bring this right arm behind you, back of the hand to the waist, shoulder back. Bend the left knee, the knee over the ankle, not coming forward or going back. It's always wants to come forward. Just rest there. With the elbow, bring the top shoulder back. Right arm up and over. And can you make the left arm parallel? Keep that left knee back. And the right leg straight, arms as straight as you can, breathe, smile, pretend you're enjoying it, breathe in and come up, breathe out and down, bring the feet in, legs up just for a few minutes, so you can do it just on the mat or up on a wall. You can have a look under. I'll take from here if you want to, on the mat. I think that's quite nice. Get well supported on your back. If you're just standing it here, and the legs up. And arms out. That's really nice. Relaxing. And straighten the legs a bit if you can. Make sure you're balanced well. Your feet aren't too much forward, so it mustn't be a strain on the tummy. And if you go back too much, then the bottom will. Is the head comfortable and shoulders are they down? And how nice that feels. Just inversion with the legs, really good for the circulation. Everything draining down the other way. It's really refreshing for the legs. When it's nice for the rest of the body, that's nice and relaxed too, hopefully. Another 4 breaths. Bend the knees in. There's one foot down, other foot down, then remove the block. And be aware of how that feels. And then bend your knees in, come up to sitting. And sitting in a good dandasana, so move the flesh of the bottom back, out the way, stretch the legs forward, bring the hands a little bit back so you can really get that body in a nice straight up lift with the body, and the legs nice and straight, lifting your kneecaps up towards your thighs, feet together, are the toes in a line? Sometimes you have to roll the thighs in a little bit to get that. Stretching the toes, give them a wiggle. And what's the tummy doing here? Is it under control? Right, can we do a forward bend from here? Of course we can. Lift up, really lengthen. Breathe in. As you breathe out, suck the tummy back. Start to bring the arms forward. Hold where you could hold, where you can hold. If you can hold round your feet, place the block there. So it keeps the feet up, and you can bring your hands round the block. Just place your hands on the top of the block for a minute, so you're really still lifting, because there's a tendency to want to go forward and round the back too much. So just place your fingers there, really lift. So look straight forward, up a little bit, keep the shoulders down, don't lift the chin very much. So you can really lengthen there. Then take your hands off the block, lengthen. Can you lift any more? And again, breathe in. Breathing out, suck the tummy in, go halfway, breathe. Breathe in, breathing out, going down, down, down. Hold where you can hold, you might find you've got a little bit more round. If you've got the block, bring your hands down further. Breathing in, breathing out. Start to let the body go forward, maybe elbows out a little bit. Bring the head down. Relax the shoulders. Should be work on the legs, but nowhere else. To come up. Again, with the fingers on the top of the block, lift one arm, lengthen and down. Lift the other arm, lengthen, tummy working now, and down. And breathe in, lift both, and bring the arms back. And then bend your knees in, move the bottom forward, lie down, bend both. Bend the right knee in, actually, and stretch the left leg out, shoulders down. Breathe in, breathing out, bring the right thigh towards you. Now move the shoulders down, bend the elbows and bring them in towards your body. And have a stretch there. Breathe in, breathing out, tuck the chin in, bring the forehead to knee, knee to forehead. And lie down. Okay, and then place that foot down, bend the left knee in, hold below the knee, continue to stretch the right leg out now, shoulders down, breathe in, breathing out, bring the knee up and in, keep stretching that right leg, breathe in, breathing out, chin down and bring forehead to knee, knee to forehead. Breathe. Shoulders down, elbows forward. Elbows in towards your body now. Breathe and release. And both knees in now. Bring the arms out. Just from the sides, don't lift them. Breathe in, breathing out, keep these feet together, bring the knees up to towards your right arm. Now, so it's under control, I'm sure. The feet are off the mat. Breathe in, now keep the knees in towards you as you breathe out and go to the other side.
15 minutes gone.
Keep the tummy working. Hold it there. And so a big stretch on the right side of the chest, isn't it? Keep that shoulder down, it's centred. And keep the knees in and come up to centre. And bring the right leg down, left leg down. And just release. Feet apart, very softly bring both knees over to the right, quite softly, just let them go, keep the chest open, arms relaxed otherwise, breathe in, breathing out, over the other leg. Again, breathe in, breathe out over to the right. This time keeping the chin down, bring the head a little bit over to the left. Just release there. You should be on the sides of your feet. Breathe in, centre, breathe out, over to the other side. Just let the go a little bit further than before. Just the sides of the feet are down, not the soles. Not lifting the chin. If it's comfortable, carefully bring the head over to the right a little bit. Arms relaxed. Back to centre. And just bring feet apart. Bring the knees together, arms down. Just feel centred and relaxed there. And then from there, it's a good way to get into Shavasana. So with the feet, starting with the feet on the mat, make sure you're evenly on the mat. Then carefully stretch the right leg out. And let it go. Stretch the left leg out. Let it go. Then you might want to just move the bottom forward. Walking with the bottom. Then let go to release your back. Bring the shoulders down and the chin down to release the shoulders after doing that. And the arms roll out, the palms up. centre without lifting it. You might need head support. And it's all about your own comfort. So make sure you're comfortable enough that you can become still. The eyes are gently closed. Becoming quiet in your mind. As the body becomes still and the eyes become still, then the brain starts to become still. Softening your feet, ankles, calves, knees and thighs. Just letting go of all the weight of your life. The earth will support you. Release your hips, pelvis, tummy, ribs and chest. Shoulders, arms, hands, fingers. Completely relaxing the palms of your hands. As they become soft, imagine they're empty gloves, and the fingers will become soft on their own. Release your mouth, your jaw, your tongue, and your throat. Throat open. Release your cheeks away from your softly closed eyes. Your eyes away from your soft eyelids. And release in the corners of your eyes, bridge of your nose, all around your forehead, your hairline, your ears. Any thoughts or noises you hear, just don't get involved with them. You can always come back to your breath and your quiet, still body. Feel you're just melting into the earth. And how peaceful that feels. Start to move your hands and your feet a little bit. And have a little stretch out. And roll over onto your right side. With your knees up, take a couple of breaths there. motion, come up to sitting with your legs crossed, sitting on a block, crossing your legs the other way to when we did the twist start. And namaste. Under the breastbones you're lifting the spine there. You can drop the chin slightly, closing your eyes. I've just got a nice little story for you. And it's about a new face in the mirror. A television news magazine reported on a group of cosmetic surgeons who are donating their services to women whose faces have been disfigured from battering and abuse. I was astounded to behold bruised, beaten and scarred faces restored to smoothness and softness through skillful surgery. Even more amazing was the energetic transformation these women exuded when they looked in the mirror for the first time in many years, saw a countenance of beauty. Each of them laughed and shed tears of joy and appreciation. They never thought they would see a whole face again. On some level, each of us has felt beaten or battered by the world. And on some level, each of us has feared to look in the mirror, terrified that the scars we see will remind us of the pain we have accepted or inflicted on ourselves. Grace is available, and our life can be made new at any time. No matter how disfigured we appear or how grotesque we feel, we can become reformed and renewed. We do not have to see a cosmetic surgeon. The most skillful surgery takes place when we open our minds and hearts to become new and allow spirit to shine through us. So say to yourself this week, I create a new life by thinking new thoughts. My life is changed because I am. Open your eyes. Namaste. Have a good week.